Hello, how are you guys? Good morning. Good morning. Start of November right now. It's pretty exciting. Hey, by guys, I mean algorithm because no one is here. So I'm only speaking to algorithm. My algorithm is my only friend, the one who's listening when I am not at when I'm not socializing. The algorithm is my only friend. The algorithm listen when I sleep, take notes. What is it that I'm saying that I myself didn't, I am not aware of. Algorithm watch me through my ups and downs when I didn't even consent to it. So what do you have in store for me? Let's see. No, kidding, just kidding, guys. It's privacy policy, and I have consented to the, like, to the privacy policy by using the service, which is it is something that I am indeed aware of. However, though, I couldn't do anything about it anyway. Isn't that a little bit of unaware of equal to unaware of? Can it be like that? I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Okay. See, the algorithm have provided me with some blessings right here. Of course, I'm serious. I'm serious. It's not that I am not grateful for it is, but there are some perks that is really, really involuntary. Like it's not being asked, it's not being talked about, and it's just being taken. So lack of negotiation, that is what I am satiring about. But I appreciate all of this free stuff from the tech companies, okay, and they've been taking from us as well. um Official teaser Squid Game season 2. Okay, I got a MacBook Pro announcement October 30. Okay, and 30 creepiest stalkers. Eeh. Ooh. Okay, let's see what's happening in here. Creepy stalker. Um, let's check it out, guys. Creepy stalker. Creepy stalker. It's okay. Let's start.
Wait, what?
Sure, she is the best. Sorry.
Oh, he's back. You just had to follow me?
He looks creepy. Does he look at me?
Okay, that's
The woman was cognizant of her surroundings and ended up getting the hell out of there. Elegado was in a bar when a strange man appeared and began singing, while grabbing and pulling her around.
oh.
Sure, she is the best. Sorry. She's so sorry. She's the best.
The man grabbed and caressed her. The
Oh.
video ended quickly, but the man eventually walked away.
Sexy as.
Elegado hopes these jerks leave her alone. Rob D., an Australian street.
What on earth was that? What? What was that? Okay, wait a minute. Let me share the video for you guys so that all of you guys can see the where I watch it from. It's called Creep Caught. The channel is called Creep Caught. This is the video. The channel name is here. Creep Caught. What is that? That is so disgusting. That is like, I mean, you cannot, if you don't want to, you cannot push him away. You cannot push him away, and you cannot say, like, it is not safe if you say you don't. Right, you should be able to say, right, you should be able to say to refuse, but whew. Okay, so that is very serious. I mean, please don't take it out of context. That is nuts. And I don't want to think about things that are out of context right now. It is probably related to what I said before, but I don't want to think about it. That is not nice. Because I want to think about this woman right here. This um I know that he is drunk and stuff, but what, like, drunk people usually go like making jokes 1 or 2 seconds and then go away. But like maybe a lot of girls, it's happening to a lot of girls, but maybe it is on purpose also, I don't know. Maybe it is something that is more complicated. There are more complicated stuff happening behind. Maybe it is some friend of friends or friend of enemies. Maybe it is just so deliberate. I think, in my opinion, that is so deliberate. Like, this is what year is this, and who wouldn't understand about harassment, right? So, woo, what? I don't know, man. Or the woman herself, it's actually her boyfriend. Maybe it's her boyfriend and she's lying online. I don't know, but that you shouldn't do that. Like in the club, I know in the club people are looking for um coupling, to have coupling activities. But is that like, maybe girls like that. It's something like, oh, that girls like. But in the club, bro, all I can say is obey the law, right? No matter what, no matter where. And yo, dang. Okay, what else do we got? Um, what else do we got here? High school cyber Japan dancers. Ooh, that's creep caught, and I bet there's a lot of them online as well. And this one is like Japanese MV. Oh yeah, guys. Graph idol. They are very sexy, but they also make some nice photography, like Sports Illustrated. That's pretty nice, like I like the way some artistic, the way they access that part of your brain, that animal part, that lizard part of your brain, but also they're not abusing it. And like, that is something that is pretty sophisticated. And maybe it's because of YouTube's community guidelines, right? And we could have this kind of art. Oh, right, right, right. The okay, okay, okay. Yeah, like nice bikini sellers also. That is that is pretty cool, in my opinion. And this is the channel right here. What, I don't know what is it called. I don't know what is it like. Um, it's in Japanese. The channel name is in Japanese. Can I copy and paste the channel name? Yes. This is the channel name in Japanese. This is the channel name. All right. What else available? Algorithm. What's on algorithm? Um, NVIDIA new ray tracing tech. NVIDIA. Woo! Like, NVIDIA is always in laptops and in my laptop. So I really should appreciate the company. But also sometimes there are antitrust issues, and I don't know whether it is all good. Maybe there's more complicated unethical issues that is involved. But regardless of those concerns, I gotta appreciate the good and have the presumption of innocence as well. So So after all of what NVIDIA has contributed, and that I have been using computers for years and years and years and years and years, I know I paid for my computers, but I also appreciate what, like, the transaction is not a bad transaction. I gotta appreciate that. And here it is.
We're going to talk about NVIDIA's crazy new work on fusing two ideas together that I think is completely impossible to pull off. One idea is taking ray tracing, the light simulation technology you hear a great deal about these days. This is what makes many video games and virtual worlds absolutely beautiful. This simulates the path of millions of rays of light to give you realistic refractions off of glass, sophisticated material models, realistic human skin, milk, marble. This takes a scene with a given 3D geometry and breathes life into it. This
Ooh, okay, okay. Um, again, off topic. This guy's maybe is like disguising himself, right? But I don't think I often see people with that accent. Just to be honest with you, like, I like when people interact socially, do people actually talk like that, or they talk in a way that other people are familiar with? This is like a disguised accent. It is not, I don't think, yes, it is a genuine real maybe Filipino accent, but, or a Latina accent, maybe Mexican accent, Latin accent, but it is not really, I don't think it is something that is used uh daily, because it is pretty deliberate. It's not something that is, you have someone in your mind and then you talk, and then it that things like that came out. So also the same with, in my opinion, right, I could very really be wrong, and very likely I'm wrong because I am not there. I don't live there. But like, when Asian American talk like, because in my opinion, like, Asians, if fresh off the boat, their accent would be, they're not using their deep voice. They're using their treble voice. They're more kiddie sound, like me. More like that. Not like that. So that's more Filipino. Like, you know, we use like a higher this one, but then after that, it is very deliberate. Like, I personally don't like when accent is being deliberate. You know what I mean? You just talk with the person and try to make the person understand what you are talking about. You're not thinking about your accent at all. It's annoying to me a little bit, but it's fine, and it is not that bad actually. In this one, it's not that bad.
can do pretty much anything. However, it is slow and needs a lot of computation, from seconds to minutes to hours. Ouch. The other idea is a technique that, get this, represents the scene with not 3D geometry, only with particles. This is called Gaussian splatting. It is incredibly fast, easily faster than real time. However, specular reflections are not great,
Wow.
and
Oh,
many of
guys, take a look at that. The fur, it looks so natural. Like years ago, they don't make polygon furs like that.
the light transport effects
The
that you just saw don't
This
look
is
so good here.
Nvidia,
It
the
can also
stitches.
eat
What is
up
that?
a bit of memory, which is scarce and expensive on graphics hardware these days. However, this runs in real time. So, one technique that can do everything, but is slow, and one that is limited but super fast. One that works with 3D geometry, the other works with points. And scientists at NVIDIA say we are going to fuse the two together into one
Yeah.
unified algorithm. I'm
You know, you know that recently also Nvidia discovered a way to make a much better chip by using multi-dimensional plane. So they operate like they're having a bigger chip with, but actually it's just small chip. And you know what? Probably there's a patent out there that could explain it better. You could look it up, and I guess that enables them to be able to achieve these kind of achievements You can choose both all at once and output and give such output. Okay, if you want to watch the video, I've been talking for too long about this without sharing. Let me please bear with me for a second as I will be sharing the link and also the channel name. Here it is. Is the this is the link, and then this is the channel name. 2 minute papers. There you go. And we an algorithm. How are you? What's up? What do you have in store for me? Okay. Joe Biden wears Trump hat and tells crowd not to. You know, when YouTube hates you, right? When you talk too much profanity, does the algorithm seems hostile to you? Do you like, or does the algorithm seems nicer to you? You know, like if you aggregate all of the all of the titles, maybe, or all of the themes that's being shown to you, what came up? What came up? What surfaces up? I just want to know. Please share it with me. Does it like have an emotion, or does it have a ulterior motive? You know, to lead you into probably voting for a candidate or being having a specific mood for that day, or having a specific buying impulse eventually for the next day because of what you gonna experience today. Is, you know, I think it's worth research. I'm not saying it is what it is. I'm saying if someone perform a academical research for that, that could clear up some things from people. But also, some of the academic research needs to be replicable and reviewed again. I think. What do I got here? Meta warns of worsening AI losses. So interesting, AI losses. So this is a before I get into this video, right? I think this is one of the phenomenon where there's something popular happening in the market, and everyone wants to try to copy it. And then when they copy it, things would, on average, become less profitable on average because you aggregate the people that are not as ingenious, right? This is the video. Let's watch the video. Let's go.
Media advertising supported business. Reality labs will see greater losses. Capital expenditures will continue to grow. I've got a really big sense of deja vu. I don't know about you, Shweta, but what was your takeaway from that?
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for having me, Ed. It's good to be here. My takeaway was that there are a lot of good things that are going on
Meta warns of worsening AI losses. That's what it says. It got cut off
for
here.
Meta. And if we think about at a high level, yes, on the negative side, capex remains unclear. They'll probably spend maybe 50 to 60 billion dollars in capex next year.
So in terms of Meta, so that's very specific. So this is not a copycat company. This is Meta, and she said the capex is increased, right? So capital expenditure, which is something like what the business used to operate, is being increased. It should result in a higher profit, but maybe not.
We'll
Let's
see
see.
when they guide, but that's a pretty big number. And the losses in reality labs, certainly to your point, is a concern. But on the flip side, what they're doing in terms of how they are leveraging Llama, which I believe is a stroke of genius on their part, to their own advantage, is amazing, especially as we think about engagement and monetization. Video recommendations alone are driving mid to high single digit percentage growth on time spent. Impression growths are high single digits. Pricing is improving 11.
So what from what it said here could be one of those cases where sales increase but not the profit. It's just sales up, sales up, sales up. If it is not deliberate, it is some kind of management issue. But if it is deliberate, then or maybe both. Maybe they are doing something, and this could be the result, or that could be the result. But the advantage for a company as big as a Meta in this case would be market share, and market share, regardless of profit, means antitrust issues, in my opinion. So attempt for monopoly. And I always say this, guys, do not sell below cost. So what would be your cost and what would be the cost of the product? Always pay that. Otherwise, we would have complications. And that's what we already have with WhatsApp. We already have that with YouTube. It is something that is not from our community. It's not something that is from our contribution claimed like that, because this is these private companies. I think don't think that you are a part of them, a part of their success. It's hard to say, would they ever say that? Would they ever say that? Because it's hard to say, because it's not money, but it is like engagement. So how much your engagement worth, they're not going to tell you, or they have not been telling you all this time. Maybe they will tell you one day, but for what reason, I don't know. So this is the thing that seems like nice. So many free stuff. We love free stuff, right? But after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, more than 10 years, always free. What is happening? What are you doing right here? So obviously in your own community, what programmer out there, your friends, your family, your previous alumni, who would make another WhatsApp, who would make another Instagram, who would make another YouTube, and expect to be able to compete, right? Due to the sheer size, and even in your own community, who would use it? Like if I say like someone from my hometown already make their own social network, already make their own video platform, I would spend 5-10 minutes looking at it, because probably there would be not a lot of content. Would I make content for it? Maybe. But will I be safe? Will I be like would my presence be aggregated into the cloud? Because right now, maybe not that much, because I'm showing my face, right? Not that aggregated, I'm pretty exposed. But I, at least it's a lot of people. But from few people, is my community, like if my community is like more dangerous community, I would put myself in danger. If my community is a safe community, maybe I would welcome that, and especially would my community probably would appreciate that. I don't know, it really depends. And but to say that such product is going to take up the time for YouTube, the engagement time from Meta, from Instagram, and would it be sustainable? um yeah, it really depends on the community. It's kind of hard to find, to be honest with you, kind of hard to find. And it wouldn't you got to figure out ways somehow to reach billions and billions of people, or maybe even millions of people, maybe even millions of people. It's the barrier to entry, it's tricky. Now that I think about it, maybe it's not impossible, but when you are able to do it, what kind of tsunami are you going to face next year? You're not going to know. YouTube is going to do something different. Meta is going to do something different. And everyone would love it. TikTok, everyone would love it. And all of a sudden, not much more traffic for you. It is great if you don't have a lot of cost, but if you invested a lot of cost for servers or what, or for example, and more devastatingly, if you use credit, oh my God, you never know. It's like share market. You never know when it's going to go up. Like, I mean, you would at a very short amount of time, you don't know when it's going to go up, when it's going to go down, and we are playing with a lot of money. So really, that it's a matter of management of money as well. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Just for an emphasis, this is just a feeling, a generalization, a gross generalization.
11% for them. And so, and Meta AI already has 500 million MAUs. And so the engagement on the platform is remarkable. And what they're trying to do is continue to be able to monetize on a go-forward basis. So we expect their revenue growth to be sustained at, call it mid-teens growth rate, even at current levels. And they're probably one of the biggest beneficiaries of deploying AI for their own advantage.
I mean, that 500 million monthly active users of Meta AI was arresting. But what arrested the market was the 2025 promise to spend. Just take a listen to what Mark Zuckerberg said on the call.
First, it's clear that there are a lot of new opportunities to use new AI advances to accelerate our core business that should have strong ROI over the next few years. So I think we should invest more there. And second, our AI investments continue to require serious infrastructure, and I expect to continue investing significantly there too.
So in your note, Shweta, you talk about the new opportunities, the new revenue avenue.
To be honest with you, I don't know what to say. So they are moving into AI, and they saw a lot more profit. I mean, if you're a monopoly, more profit, what does it mean? Like if you're one of the oligarchy, you get, I think there's a point when you get all the profit you could. And if you are to increase the amount of profit, which means, what does it mean? I think the language that they use should continue the profitability rather than getting more. You know what I mean? To continue the profitability, because second law of thermodynamics, right? That's they are at the front line, right? They are like the governments of the world, not exactly governments, but they are established. And what they are facing right now is no longer market share. What they are facing right now is entropy, straight up. So to say they will increase profitability would be to reduce cost. Okay, AI is going to reduce cost and create a new type of market, something like that.
News that we're going to see. What are they? Articulate that for the market.
Sure. Well, in the near to midterm, it is leveraging these AI, the AI models and Llama to their own advantage around engagement and monetization.
Okay, so it's Shweta Khajuria, Wolf Research Managing Director, Global Internet. Meta sellers narrowly beat.
They're making their recommendations better. An example would be unified videos. They're making a full screen video on their platform.
Meta's spending plans overshadow results. Full screen video of what?
Platforms across their apps, and that's going to drive engagement because it's live videos, short form videos, differentiated videos, all on one platform on a full screen. And that itself has opportunity to increase supply in terms of ad impressions in that format. In addition to that, they're using AI to make those recommendations more targeted, and they have not really untapped that.
Wait. How's that anything different than YouTube? What already doing with the algorithm? They are doing it that already with the algorithm, targeted. Because I am not familiar with the financial statements of these companies, and what are the percentage of costs. It's something that we should look at in this case.
Opportunity as much. Advantage Plus is what grew their growth in 2024. In 2025 is most likely going to be video recommendation platform and their video feed that will probably drive their advertising growth. In the mid to long term, there are several other revenue sources that they never had before. For example, business to business messaging on WhatsApp. That's probably 2 years out, but they're already monetizing that. And then beyond 2 years.
Wow. So I don't know that. That is pretty new. So business to business messaging generates cash. But let me ask you this thing. Who do you mean? Like, isn't WhatsApp free? Isn't it free, guys? Why would a business pay for that? That is an incredible business. I want to work in that business. Like, that business is a lot of smart people would want to work there because they're going to be appreciated, right? But rare. That is pretty rare.
Meta AI in terms of adding advertising to their search feeds on Meta AI, in addition to subscription, just like ChatGPT or Gemini, are completely new revenue sources for them.
And they continue to see early surprise success with Ray-Ban Metas, the glasses. Shweta, you do not cover Microsoft, but you do follow Alphabet, the parent of Google, and Amazon that reports after the bell. And in the context of cloud, I look at what Alphabet said, and last night Microsoft, both seeming to suggest that the number 3 and 2 players took market share from AWS, Amazon, the number 1 player. Do you go into Amazon's earnings tonight with that analysis as well?
Absolutely. I mean, the top 3.
Okay, so I think we're gonna stop there. That is very interesting, guys. Check it out, Bloomberg Technology. So thank you very much, Bloomberg, for that. Okay, guys. So it's already 30 minutes. Probably, no, never mind. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.